Chovot Halevavot, that we were talking yesterday about how a person is careful not to rely on his money. Don't think your money gives you strength and power, because it could go away. And it could be that you're working so hard so many years, just like a picadon, it'll end up going to somebody else. Or God forbid, the money won't even make you happy. It won't even make you happy, the money. You won't be happy, right? He says, Ve'efshar, Shiyeh mamon sibad ra'ato v'avdan nafsho. He says the worst, the money will not be a source of strength for you. It'll be a source of destruction for you. It'll be a source of harm to you. Right? The guy works all day and it ruins him. It makes him sick. He becomes sick from working so hard. From being nervous, he shaves off years from his life. He causes them only damage. As it says in the pasuk, Tahad Hashem, Yesh ra'a chola ra'iti. Tahad Hashemesh, Osher Shavur leBa'alav Rato. It says, King Solomon, I saw something horrible. Wealth hoarded by its owner to his detriment. What example? Let's say riches causes a guy to be jealous. Or he causes him to do illegal stuff. Or it causes him to be gava. And he gets into fights with people. It causes him damage, the money. It doesn't make him a happier person. So therefore he says, the person has to be careful not to lose his bitachon in Hashem because of this. And what? And that's what the Nachman Abreslov says today. What's the avodah zarah? Today is the money. The money is the avodah zarah. People run for the money, and they're supposed to be doing what Hashem says, not what the money says. You go online, and what do they say? Oh, to make money, you gotta hustle. You gotta be smart. You gotta be an entrepreneur and do this, do that, make moves. Everything is in your hand, in your destiny. You gotta know the right people. And it's like a false god. It's like it's its own set of rules. It's like its own Torah, and you have to push that away. Say, I don't believe in that. Korban Pesach, I believe in the Kadosh Baruch Hu. Okay, second benefit. מהן שבודך באלוקים יבינו להבטחתו עליו שלא יעבור לזולתו. So another benefit the bitachon gives you is that when one trusts in Hashem, you'll rely on Hashem, will cause him to not to be subservient to anybody else. You hear this? He says, usually people are scared, oh, what is my boss going to say? You know, or what is people going to say? When you trust in Hashem, you're not worried. You know why? Because Hashem will give me. Like that guy I told you the other day, right? He said they offered him a job, but you have to work on Shabbat. Well, no, listen, Rabbi, how am I going to get? I have to get a good paying job. Listen, I have to be subservient to them. I have to listen to their terms. You know, where else am I going to get parnasa? A guy who's bitachon on Hashem, he says, listen, Hashem will give me this way, Hashem will give me a different way. Why? I don't need to be subservient to him. So let's say a guy says, you know, you're not allowed to pray minha. You have this job, you're not allowed to pray minha. You're not allowed to go. I don't let you give me permission. Person's going to say, what, I need you? I don't need you. Hashem will give me another way, where another job where I can pray minha, you know? So a person won't be scared to be subservient to anyone because he has bitachon on Hashem. He will not hope for aid from any man or any assistance from human beings. He'll not have to go and flatter them. You know, in business, you know how many times people have to do flattery? Oh, yeah, you yeah, you the best. I love you. And what is he doing? He's just kissing up to him. He's just kissing up to him, being like a flatterer, so that way he gets something from him, right? And a person who has bitachon on Hashem, he doesn't need to do all that. He's not baloney with anybody. Why? Because if I'm going to get, Hashem's going to give me. I don't have to go and get from this guy and kiss up to that guy and kiss up to this guy, pretend with this guy. If I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. And if Hashem wants me to have it, I'll have it. Lo yihanif lahem, he's not going to flatter them. Lo yiskim lahem bevilti avodat elokim. Sometimes people, they even say, the guy says, yeah, all these rabbis, they business, they this. The guy says, why? Because he wants to make business with him. So he goes, with his jokes and with all his nonsense, yeah. He says, yeah, you know what it means to have shalom bayit. The wife says something, I tell her, listen, there's 2 doors, 8 windows to this house. Choose which one you want to go. It's so funny. So the guy says, yeah, you're right, that's funny, yeah, that's good. Why? Because I want to be close with him. I want to get a business from him. So therefore I play along with all his monkey business. So over there, he says, you won't have to do that. You trust in Hashem, you won't have to do that. Right? Even if they're powerful, they won't intimidate you. The guy tells you, listen, you became big in jewelry now, huh? Stay out of here. We don't need people like this over here. If you know what's good for you, run away. Run away, because you're not going to be in this market and we're not going to let you. So if you're scared, you don't have trust in Hashem, you're scared, you say, you know what, listen, I'm scared, I don't know. But if you have Hashem, what do you have to worry? If I deserve to get punished, so Hashem will send me punishment from anybody. If I don't deserve to get punished, so nobody can hurt me, nobody could touch a hair on my head. If Hashem didn't decree they're going to touch a hair on my head. So therefore, I won't be scared of these people. I won't be scared of mahloket with them. Right, relying on Hashem, He'll take off these heavy garments. This pressure from people is called heavy garments, says the Chovot Halevavot. Rather, you won't have to thank them, and you won't have to obligate yourself to them, and you won't have to run out of your way for them. You'll only be relying on who? Look at this. You'll be able to go and rebuke them. You'll tell them what they're doing wrong, and you won't be scared of them. Why? Because what do people say? No, listen, no, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to ruin my relationship with him. He gives me a lot of benefits. I don't want to do anything. If you realize all the benefits you get is from Hashem, so you don't care to lose him. You don't care to tell him. Now, obviously, we're not going to go and badmouth him. We're not going to go and insult him. We're going to tell him, listen, my brother, I care for you. It's not right what you're doing. You shouldn't do that. You know, there's been many times of people doing sins and nobody tells them because he's a very rich guy. I don't want to be on his bad side. Listen, in a shul especially, there's a lot of the Yitzhara. Listen, he's a big donor. I don't want to say anything. You know, I don't want him to scare him. If you believe in Hashem, and the parnasah is supposed to come to the shul regardless, so you shouldn't care that you lose this guy or not lose this guy. You have to tell him the right thing to do or not. So therefore, that's what powerful it is to have trust in Hashem. You're not going to lie for them. You're going to help them. You're going to make them, save them from doing sin. As it says in the Navi, right? He says, Hashem, help me. Therefore I made my face like a rock, and I will not be ashamed. Right? As it says in Cheskel, fear not them, and fear not their words. He says, I made you stronger than a rock, your brow, fear them not, don't be intimidated. When you have bitachon in Hashem, nobody can intimidate you. Baruch